Emmerdale is set for another dramatic week as fresh chaos sweeps through the village. Cain is forced to confront a painful truth after a heartbreaking diagnosis, while Serena Sugden attracts suspicion by asking questions about a long-buried murder. In recent weeks, Charity finally confessed her long-hidden baby secret to Mackenzie Boyd, revealing the full truth about Dr. Caitlin Todd's horrific assault. At the same time, newcomer Serena Sugden arrived in the village, leaving many residents and viewers wondering what had really brought her to the Dales. Kev Townsend also returned, revealing to Lewis Barton that he is his biological father. After an emotional rendition of father and son, Kev admitted he hopes they can build a genuine father-son relationship. Elsewhere, Kim Tate and Joe are stunned when Kyle demands confirmation that Joe was responsible for his mother Amy's death. As they attempt to calm him down and explain the situation, Graham arrives. Feeling overwhelmed and unsure who to trust, Kyle leaves, while Cain and Moira are left concerned by his shaken behavior. Determined to protect his son, Cain storms into Home Farm and firmly warns Graham, Joe, and the rest of the Tate family to stay away from Kyle. Once Cain has gone, Joe pressures Graham to decide where his loyalty truly lies. The following day, Cain loses his temper with Kyle before walking out. Moira criticizes him for directing his frustration at their son, but Cain's attention is suddenly drawn outside when he notices something alarming. Racing outdoors, Cain discovers that Kyle has accidentally set a shed ablaze, with Monty trapped inside. Without hesitation, he forces the door open and manages to carry the frightened dog to safety before rushing him to the veterinary clinic, leaving Kyle overwhelmed with guilt. Paddy later tells Cain that the family should prepare themselves for the worst. Unable to contain his emotions, Cain lashes out at Kyle. The next day brings devastating news, as Paddy confirms that Monty has cancer. After collecting his beloved dog from the vets, Cain takes him for a quiet walk while struggling to decide whether treatment is the right option. During the emotional moment, he recognizes the painful irony that he is willing to do everything possible to save Monty, yet continues refusing treatment for his own illness. Meanwhile, Kev admits to Charles that he fears Lewis wants nothing to do with him. Charles reassures him that he could become an excellent father if Lewis gives him the opportunity, giving Kev renewed hope. In an effort to strengthen their bond, Kev officially changes his surname to Barton. Despite the heartfelt gesture, he is disappointed when Lewis remains distant. Later, Kev opens up about the painful experiences that shaped his life, promising he never wants to return to prison. He explains that abandoning the Townsend name is his way of protecting Lewis from the stigma attached to his past. Ross Barton soon arrives and orders Kev to leave, but Lewis steps in and insists he wants to give his father a chance. Although Ross reluctantly backs down, he warns Kev there will be serious consequences if Lewis is hurt again. Later, Kev enjoys a drink with Lewis and Vinny, but the atmosphere quickly changes when Nicola confronts him, making her distrust perfectly clear. Ross later tells Manpreet that he believes it is only a matter of time before Kev makes another mistake that drives everyone against him. Not long afterwards, an unknown intruder breaks into the café and steals the cash box. Lewis and Nicola are horrified to discover the premises have been ransacked. As everyone speculates about the culprit, suspicion quickly turns towards Kev. Determined to uncover the truth, Lewis begins investigating what really happened. Furious at being blamed, Kev firmly denies any involvement in the burglary. Despite repeatedly insisting he is innocent, Lewis refuses to believe him. Elsewhere, Caleb quietly reminds Kerry not to discuss their counterfeit shoe operation where anyone might overhear. Nearby, Bear watches everything unfold from the break area. Caleb and Kerry are stunned when they discover a hidden label sewn inside one of the shoes, carrying the chilling message, "Help me." Horrified by the discovery, Kerry urges Caleb to contact the police immediately. Later, she finds Bear examining the shoe in Caleb's office and is shocked by his furious response after learning Caleb has still not informed the authorities. As Bear voices his anger, Billy also learns about the label and strongly encourages Caleb to report everything to the police without delay. Caleb asks everyone for more time before taking action, but Billy remains unconvinced. Later, Caleb tells Kerry he has finally contacted the police. Soon afterwards, Cammy tells him about the huge profits that can be made by selling branded car parts instead of unbranded ones. Inspired by the conversation, Caleb suggests to Kerry that there could be serious money to be made in the car parts business. He encourages her to think about the idea, although Kerry remains uncertain. Elsewhere, Mac admits to Charity that he cannot see a way forward after everything she kept from him. Seeing Mac consumed by anger over Ross's betrayal, Kev offers some advice, urging him not to make a decision he may later regret. Billy later comforts an upset Gabby, but an awkward moment follows when she tries to kiss him. Billy pulls away, leaving Gabby embarrassed as she quickly walks off. Meanwhile, Serena continues asking questions about Nate's murder, increasing suspicions around her motives, while Moira makes it clear she does not trust the mysterious newcomer. Mackenzie Boyd's anger reaches dangerous levels in Emmerdale as he makes a chilling threat that could soon become a reality. Ross Barton has no idea that Mackenzie has uncovered the truth he has been hiding, and his cheerful attitude is beginning to fuel Mac's growing resentment. Only a few days earlier, Charity Dingle admitted to Mac that she had slept with Ross, revealing that their affair resulted in the birth of baby Layla. Charity also confessed that Dr. Caitlin Todd had blackmailed and sexually assaulted her. Although Mac is determined to support Charity as she seeks justice, suppressing his fury over everything else that has happened is proving increasingly difficult. During today's episode, Charity spoke with D.S. Reed and revealed the blackmail she suffered at the hands of Dr. Todd. While the detective acknowledged the seriousness of the allegation, she explained that it would have to be investigated as a separate case. The response left Charity disappointed and questioning whether coming forward had achieved anything at all. Later, Charity arrived at the pub to help prepare for Layla's christening, only to receive an unexpected surprise when she spotted the woman she had met beside the lake earlier in the week. At the time of their first meeting, Charity had no idea the stranger was Serena Sugden, who had travelled to the village hoping to reconnect with her distant cousin, Robert Sugden. With Robert currently away, Serena has instead been spending time getting to know Sarah Sugden. Fearing that Serena might reveal everything to Sarah, Charity immediately became anxious. Serena, however, reassured her that their conversation would remain confidential. Moments later, Mac arrived and was shocked to discover Serena's connection to the Sugden family. Mac instantly became suspicious, convinced that Serena could not be trusted simply because she was a Sugden. Charity disagreed and urged him not to jump to conclusions. Back at Jacob's fold, Mac was forced to watch Ross happily leaving with Moses, completely unaware that Charity had confessed everything. Ross's carefree behaviour only intensified Mac's anger. After Ross departed, Charity tried to comfort Mac, but he rejected her support. Consumed by rage, he admitted that he wanted to kill Ross, revealing just how close he was to losing control. Upcoming episodes will feature a flash forward, confirming that someone is violently attacked, raising questions about who the victim will be. Could Mac's shocking outburst have been an early hint at what is still to come? With emotions running dangerously high, will Mac finally confront Ross over baby Layla? And could that confrontation end in violence? Emmerdale is broadcast on ITV1 every weekday at 8 p.m, with new episodes also available to stream on ITVX and YouTube from 7 a.m.